We're back! Another episode of the Sap Powers Podcast, episode 100.
Fucking A, buddy, we made it.
We
You
did
did
it.
it. You fucking did it, boy.
I did it.
You did it. 100 episodes. 100 episodes forever.
Yeah.
Sap Powers Podcast forever.com.
Yeah. I love that. Fuck yeah. Yeah. And anyone that thinks they're my biggest fan, this is my real biggest fan. Big
Yeah, gotta
Dubs.
support the homies. Big Dubs, big fan. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it stands for.
Just watch
Dubs is
every
just another-
episode
Dubs is
multiple
just-
times.
Dubs is just another word for Sap Powers Podcast fan.
Yeah.
That's why I call myself Big Dubs.
Whoa. And you can see the future because you named yourself a long time ago.
Yeah, facts. I foreseen it coming. And, I installed it into the mythical Mayan calendar that everybody couldn't decipher. 2012 wasn't the end of time. It was Sab getting the brightest idea ever.
Bro, so my idea didn't work, though. The whole reason I started the podcast was to get 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. As of today, I last checked, I'm at 4 hours of watch time, so 1,234 hours.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, I just thought it was a weird fucking coincidence. It's pretty cool. But obviously it's been like 6 months or longer, 8 months or something since I started. So I'm not gonna be able to get 4,000 hours in time unless I get some video that goes crazy viral or something.
See, now you're looking at this all wrong. That means just from the date that you started. Now, you may not have been doing that many numbers when you started, so it's just going to reset for each day. So if you still keep gaining fans and numbers, you will get a 365 calendar where you actually just did 4,000. So you know what it is? It's day to day. So it's like, if this day next year, right, I don't make it. But like, let's say tomorrow I did a little bit better, and
that's what I mean. I'm gonna start losing hours soon. It's gonna suck.
But you also start gaining hours because you're getting more videos in that time frame as well, right? So the next day, like tomorrow, if you get more views than you did your first day, you're not actually losing views, you're gaining views.
Yeah, but I didn't start. I started less than a year ago. And it's every 365 days, so it's like, you know what I mean? I thought I was going to get it within that first year. My goal was to get, you know, and it's like I did pretty good. Like, I got over 1,000 hours, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, even if one person watches all my shit, that's like 50 hours.
Yeah.
So
that's a huge chunk out of my day that I did, you know. I did a whole Sab marathon. Watched every single
and it took like 2 days or something, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. I had it on the loop. It was nuts.
So even that is pretty sick, but like I think my goal, like the whole reason I started, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like I'm not gonna I do want to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan Sim, but he just wanted to make that video. He's like, let's do it. So obviously he wanted to see more episodes.
Yeah, I've seen it. I loved it.
He pretty much forced me. He's like,
I loved it. It was great. It's a great commercial.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, fuck, I got to record episode 100 now. And I messaged you. I was like, all right, let's get her done.
Let's get it in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, you've been killing it. Your due diligence. You've almost had almost 100 people on. You've had 10 double episodes. So you're probably
I don't know. I don't keep track of stuff like that, but
you're probably coasting at 85 to 90 guests in your first 100 episodes, which isn't bad. You know, that's more than a lot of people could just pull in out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. A lot of people probably don't even have that many Facebook friends. You know what I mean?
A lot of people probably don't even interact with that many people. A lot of people don't have the you're always out and about, whether it's a comedy show, whether it was a rap show, whether it's whatever, you're out doing something, you're making friends, you're talking to people, and everybody loves you because you're fucking Sap Powers.
Well, I had a lot of people say yes and then just ghost me or just not respond.
Yeah, so even put that in perspective. Yeah. You got 100 out of you probably asked 200 and probably got 100 out of them. So even that's That's nuts. And these people who missed out in the beginning, who are like, oh yeah, I'll be on your podcast, probably don't watch it. They don't support. They're not worth the time. And if they are, they're gonna look back and be like, damn, I should have got on the Sap Powers podcast because look, this man's doing great. In a year's time, he's all gonna be monetized, and then they're gonna be wanting on your podcast, and then you just ghost them.
No, I would still let them on, I think. I would still let them on, but that's hilarious. Yeah. I should do that, but I think I would just let them on because like I still want to be that guy that just talks to anyone. Like no matter how big I get, it'd be sick like if every episode is a different person most of the time and then have like maybe every 10, 20 episodes have someone back or whatever. Cuz like I was for a bit there I was like I ran out of people, right? Like so I've just been having returnees over and over again. That's why it's like Marcus, the one I just did for episode 101. It's kind of funny that it's going to be posted backwards, even though it was recorded before, but I've done that with other episodes. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so fucking, that's going to be his first episode. So that's sick. Even though I've done the podcast with you guys a bunch of times, Assholes with Opinions.
Shout out Assholes with Opinions.
Which is fun because it's YouTube, like we actually... We tackle a different topic. It's a lot different than this one. This one's so easygoing. I just talk.
Yeah, like, the other one's more controversial. We'll pick.
Yeah, we start yelling at each other and shit.
Yeah, it gets heated. It gets fun. It gets exciting. We got some cool topics coming up soon. Big Pharma and you know.
Yeah, Chronic will skip. We still gotta do Big Pharma with him. If anybody wants to hop on Assholes with Opinions. Comment something controversial that you would want to talk about.
Yeah. Controversial. Sap's just going to play devil's advocate no matter what it is.
Not necessarily. I just try to think logically, you know. A lot of people overgeneralize and just like assume things.
People don't express their opinion. Like they don't break down their opinions and explain it very well. And you're always there to, okay, but what about this? What about that? And it's great because then you can get a comprehensive breakdown of what the actual thought or premise is.
Sometimes I fall asleep though and stuff like that one episode.
Yeah, sometimes we do mushrooms and talk about Elon Musk. So like, you know, things happen. It's Assholes with Opinions. Everybody's opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, right? So we're just a few assholes, and we invite more assholes on to discuss our uneducated, non-thought out, well-delivered ideas.
What else you got coming out for your channel? You got like the pop thing? Any more pop videos coming out?
Yeah, I just did an unveiling video yesterday, so I got to edit that up probably tonight or tomorrow. That'll be coming up. I got a new lyric video coming up from me and Hydro. I got working on a Cypher Series video, just waiting on the last person to come through with their verse, so that'll be out soon. Working on a new intro video for the podcast, so you'll check out all our Teesprings. Mid-podcast advertisement. Click below for a Sap Powers podcast t-shirt. Vote and fucking give your love and your well-earned money to this guy, that guy,
Yeah, so far I've only had 2 people buy stuff, but it was pretty dope. And one of them is your girlfriend.
and the craziest part was we were both in the same space at the same time one night watching Sap Powers live because we are diehard fans. What's up?
Love it. Fuck yeah. Bro, what's your favorite episode, you think? Who is your favorite guest of all time?
Chronic, the Light Warrior.
The Light Warrior. Which one? Both episodes or first episode, second
both
one?
Both of them. He's one of my favorite guests. He's one of my favorite people. Exploring the realms of fucking Chronic Spirit's mind is one of my favorite things to do. Just hanging out with the dude, just making music with the man. It's one of my, he's such an enlightening character, man. He gave me and Taco some stones to bring home the one day. And, you know, I'll just rub on them for good luck and, you know, just think about good vibrations, you know. And it's funny because like he got into all that obviously on like the podcast. He talks about it because he wanted to learn like quantum physics and stuff, and he got into it from a scientific perspective, and he fell in love with crystals and vibrations and energy like that. And I was like, wow, I've never met someone, because I know a bunch of people in that genre of life, but nobody's ever approached it from that angle. Everybody's always been like, I just felt their stuff. I don't have any reason. I just like crystals. But he comes down and he breaks it down to like a scientific level, and you're like, oh, word. I got to go look up some of that stuff that you just said.
Yeah, he always brings a background to quantum physics.
Yeah, and it's deep, and like that's the kind of shit I listen to on the regular. So when you have like more open-minded people on your podcast. There was one I believe that was about business. You guys talked about what you didn't talk about. You just probably sat there and took in nothing. It was probably like, yeah,
I take shit in, bro, and I listen back to
word.
them. I actually like my own podcast. I don't know if that's cocky or whatever.
No, your podcasts are good because you do like a nice long form breakdown. Have you ever had J Money Black Knight on yours?
I'm getting him on actually. I have him scheduled in.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he'll be. I think he'll be probably another one of my favorites, just because he's a great talker and good, like he breaks it down analytically, right? Like when we did the Magic podcast, and he just took us through our own journey and just broke it down like step by step and paused it and brought it back, and no, he was a good storyteller.
Yeah, he's dope. But tomorrow, actually, I'm having him on tomorrow.
Oh, dope! Awesome, awesome. Yeah, but other than the music, actually, right now, probably if this drops within the next day or so, check it out. Bars of Death on Facebook group. I'm in a battle competition. Check my out. Vote for whoever you like. You know, it's a global competition. 16 people from 4 different countries. So yeah, that's what I got going on in the music. Got my channel. Was streaming with Jay yesterday. Shout out Gangard Jay, the homie.
Yeah, Jay's sick, man. He's always got so many people watching his shit. He's been killing it, and he's been playing Fall Guys. I love Fall Guys.
He's playing it right now, man.
That's like the cutest game. It's so adorable. Those little guys in the fall, and they're like, there's like hundreds of them, and they're like, they're all around, and it's so funny. And then it's like, oh man, it seems fun though. Like I want to play it, but fucking yeah, I don't got any money.
I got no money.
No money.
No money.
Yeah, so buy a shirt.
Special.
Buy a shirt so I can play Fall Guys.
So he can play Fall Guys, yes.
One person buys the shirt. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. Yo, happy cropping season to everybody out there. You know. I hope your yields are well and you got buds aplenty. You know.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, in Canada, right? It's in the States.
No, everywhere. I don't care. Grow it illegally, motherfuckers. Make your money.
And in some states it's legal, yeah.
Some states.
I wonder, like, if it is legal where you are, if you're listening, how many plants are you allowed to grow? How much are you allowed to grow? I'd love to know, like, the differences of what the rules are. Because here it's 4 plants.
4 plants per household.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It's still good. If you know what you're doing, you can get a lot off of 4 plants. And if you grow indoors, then you can have a full cycle growing all year. And 4 plants is legal, right? So you're allowed to grow them.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, once you crop out from outside, you start the inside ones.
Yeah, man. And then you keep those going through the winter. And then pop back outside and pop back inside. And then you can keep them on cycles. You know, you can start some inside. So as soon as, like, the outside comes, you can throw them out and start some inside. You know, just keep a constant cycle going.
For sure, bro. For sure.
For sure, bro. For sure, bro. What you been watching? I've heard through the grapevine that you've been absolutely murdering it every night at Showtime, or every Thursday at Showtime.
Yeah, it's been pretty sick. Through the grapevine, I've been telling you.
I get my grapes right off the vine.
Yeah, exactly. It's been crazy. Rebecca Hardy, she's been on the podcast. She did like a response to my song last week. And it was so good, man. Like, I need to get it recorded and put it on the channel. I asked her if I could put it on the channel. She said yes. But I don't think anyone recorded it that night. So it'd be sick, like, to fucking... But it went so well. Like, there was barely anyone even there. And, like, the people that were there were just laughing so much it felt like a packed room. It was a good time. Like, that's probably like the least people I've seen at Showtime in a while, which sucks. Because it's been packed, even, like, ever since, like, bars have been, like, opened again. Like, it's been packed, like, fucking at half capacity or whatever was allowed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the one time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was good. Everybody was having a great time. You guys killed it. as per always. When you dropping your ukulele album?
I gotta get it recorded, professionally recorded. If anyone wants to let me use their recording studio for free, that'd be dope. Or pay for this, or buy some shirts.
Buy some shirts so you can get some Fall Guys, and then
or just watch stuff. If I get enough watch time to eventually, I need to get to that 4,000 hours within a year.
Do your boy a favor. Watch it all from the start to the beginning. Click the playlist.
Yeah, click the
playlist. It's there for a reason. To play everything on the list.
Exactly.
In order.
Do it and then go to sleep.
You can watch the rise of Sab through him being like, all right, I'm going to give this a shot, to, all right, this is what it is. I run this shit. I am the poor man's Joe Rogan. He was like 50 episodes in. He's like, I'm the poor man's Joe Rogan. Fuck all the other podcasts in the world. It's me now.
It's funny, you're saying, like, see the rise of Sab, but it's like, I feel like I've just been talking about the same shit the whole 100 episodes. You want to talk about Epstein again? Like, back at the beginning.
What's your thoughts about aliens?
Yeah, ghosts.
See, this whole time, I thought Stab was coming up with a crazy bit about aliens and ghosts. And this whole time, he's like, no, I just wanted to know. And I was like, man, it would have been perfect if you just gathered as much information as you wanted on some topic you wanted to talk about. He's like, no, I don't believe in ghosts, so someone convinced me. Basically, it's like you sat that dude in the meme, like, ghosts don't exist, change my mind. And then you had a podcast about it instead.
That's actually hilarious. And that is a good idea that I should do, or you could do to, like, try to get bits, is, like, talk about a subject a lot, you know what I mean?
A lot. Get educated, for one. Education on the topic. Like the other day, so we'll remain nameless, but if they watch it, they'll figure it out. So I got two people who come over, and they're like, yo, we see all these online ciphers popping off, and they're doing great. We should do one with, like, battling, right? I'm like, okay. There's, like, two formats you can do. You can do, like, small rooms where you have everybody come out, you know, like 10 people, and all 10 people are battlers, and then that's it. Or you can do it online where you get submissions from each side. And they're like, well, this cipher thing's popping off. I was like, yeah, it's because it's a cipher. It's completely different from scheduling people to battle and then, like, creating a hierarchy and tournament to, like, see who wins, right? Mm-hmm. And I just basically had to, like, shut down people's dreams. It was a sad time.
Yo, your lights trip me the fuck out, bro. They just keep changing. Can you, like, change them to, like, one thing? Preferably,
you're so weird.
A blue or something. I don't know, something calming. Yeah, okay, that's chill. Whew.
That's chill. Whoa, everybody settle down right now. Sab's having a
This is chapter 2 of the podcast. No, the panic attack's finally over, bro.
Oh, well. Chapter 2 of the podcast, right? It just kind of settles down. So you have your intro where everything's going crazy and captivates your attention, and here's where we slowly bring you into our story and tell you about our characters. Sebastian here, a young, aspiring comedian, pops onto the scene. A vicious background of paintings behind him, some crude and some to perfection. He sits, microphone mounted in front of his head. Sup, dude?
Sup, dude?
That's how it works. Yo, I was thinking of, like, taking our D&D sessions, recording them, like, just audio recording them, and then recreating them with minis as, like, a mini series.
It'd be hard to do, man.
No,
it'd be awesome, but, like,
I've already thought about it.
We've had lots of dreams of things like that, and I've heard lots of people say dreams of things like that.
I've thought about it, and I've tried it. I already know how to do some stop motion stuff. So, like, I've already been there, done that. I always wanted to do something with it. So now that I have all these models that I never had before, and I have all this terrain, I have outside, I can actually just use outside, right? And then all I need is a story, and basically we come up with a wild story all the time. So I got an idea. I got ideas. I got all the ideas.
Do it up, man. Do it up. Someone might steal that idea. There's like 30 people that watch this.
Yo, if any of those 30 people want to help me.
Well, it's episode 100, so I might get 100 views. I hope it gets at least 100 views.
100. Episode 100, motherfucker! All day. Forever Sap Hours podcast.
Yeah, I gotta give you credit for telling me to do WAP on the ukulele.
I deserve no credit for anything.
Well, you're the one that suggested that I cover it.
Hell yeah, I did. I did it all. It was all my idea.
Well, no, I did everything else. Like, I covered in my own style and whatever, but I'm happy you suggested that because it is so funny, bro. And I've done it live so many times and killed with that song, and it was like the audience was singing along and stuff. It was hilarious, man. It's so wild. It's such a funny song, like, once you just slow it down.
And then, yeah, just take in all, like, the lyrics.
Yeah, it's a good thing. What song do you think I should do now? What song should I cover on the ukulele?
I don't know what's popular right now. That's what you got to do. I already told you. Find the hottest song, and that's how we came up with WAP. I was just like, "What's the hottest song right now?"
Hottest song this week, yeah.
That's what it was. And I told you to do it, and you did it, and it got done.
Mhm.
That's what happened, and then they reacted.
I waited too long to put it out, though. I should have done it right away because I missed the hype, really.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I only got
the hype train just a little bit. So you got to find out what's hot tomorrow and do that song.
Mhm.
You know, what's on the cusp of erupting into the mainstream and blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what you got to take a hold of and just cover everything. And then
I could just search what's trending, and it's like, even if it's not a song, and just cover it on the ukulele.
Oh my God,
you know what I mean? It's like the presidential debate, and I'm just doing it on the ukulele. Just to read all the lyrics.
just do sing Trump quotes.
That'd be so funny. Bro, the possibilities are endless. It's so funny. Oh my God.
By the pussy.
Yeah. I'll just like read a huge list and make a rhyme, and you can put it in the order that it rhymes.
Bro, you can make a whole song of just Trump saying.
Nobody steal that. Nobody steal that.
We just created it. Intellectual copyright.
Yeah.
Put it in the circle, whatever.
That's hilarious.
This is intellectual property right now. This is documented proof that this is our idea. Don't take it. I'll sue you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If someone were to go watch one of your videos, which one do you think is your best video?
Wow, that's a tough one. One of my Green Tree mixes, I'd probably say Joe and Dre. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think that was the first one I did, and I was just like so hype about it that I was just like, yeah, this is how I'm doing it. Actually, well, it was the third one I did, but it was the first one I did on video, and like I liked it way better that way. I felt like the passion, the drive in it, you know. That was probably one of my favorite videos. Yeah, any one of the Green Tree mixes, but Joe and Dre is probably my favorite.
Word, bro.
Yeah. If you wanted to watch one of my favorite podcasts, Assholes with Opinion, Elon Musk is my favorite. Is my absolute favorite.
What's your favorite podcast of like Joe Rogan's, you think?
Any of the ones with Graham Hancock, basically. Like the first one, I don't know if it was his first one, but the first one I heard with Graham Hancock, I listened to it like 3 times over, probably within like the same day or like 2 days. Because I was just like so captivated, and I actually went out and downloaded Audible just to download all of his books on it, and then just when I was working at the greenhouse, because we had like 8 hours, I would just put my headphones in and I would just listen to Graham Hancock's books on tape for 8 hours a day for like 3 weeks, and I was like, yeah, this guy's dope. This guy's dope. So probably any of the Graham Hancock ones. He's a dope dude. I enjoy all of his work.
Word.
Yeah, he didn't just drop a new book, but this other dude just dropped a new book. He was just on with Rogan. I forget his name, but he had Graham Hancock on with him, and Graham Hancock reads the foreword. I just downloaded that book. I haven't got to it yet. So I was just in the middle of George Orwell's 1985.
What about like TV shows and shit? What's good?
Sounds like, yeah, let's stop talking about books.
Well, I don't know any of that stuff, but if I start reading it or get the audiobooks, that's sick. I can like, you know, I get like one of each, like a best book, best TV show, best movie.
TV series, Fargo season 4 is out right now. They're on the 4th episode, just dropped.
Oh, is it Netflix? Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on Hulu or something.
Oh shit.
Hulu Plus. All the first 3 seasons are on Netflix, though. I recommend.
Oh, it's
watching
like
those.
HBO or something, right? Is Hulu HBO?
I don't know. I watch it on a site that I'm not going to mention.
Word. Yeah.
Actually, I use Cody to watch it.
Word. Fucking.
I use my Cody to watch it. Yeah, but no. Seasons 1 through 3 are dope. The movie's awesome. I suggest that you watch it all in order. The movie 1, 2, 3, and they all have slight things to do with each other. You don't have to watch them to make sense of anything. But if you watch them all in order, you'll notice things throughout the series that like are subtle callbacks to the movie, or the way like the cinematic is done is what I really like about it. Like just how they call back some scenes from the movie and kind of mirror them in the series as well, but like not exactly the same, but like the symmetry is there and the framework is there. It's just very like cinematically good. If you like watching movies that are like, you look for the shots, you look for the angles and stuff like that, and like you like that kind of stuff, it's one of those movies. Like a Tarantino movie, you know, it's like it'll all be like in one setting, like a Hateful Eight, right? It's all in like one setting, but it's like multiple, just different camera angles at the right spot at the right time, right? It's a good movie. That's definitely the series I would recommend. Is Fargo. Movie was your next one?
Yeah.
I did just watch Hubie Halloween, but it was a good movie. I wouldn't just recommend it as like, yo, this is a great movie.
It's not like the best of all time or anything.
The Gentleman.
Do you know what movie I just watched? Fucking that battle rap movie.
Bodied?
Yeah, I didn't really like it that much.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
It was weird.
It was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
I felt like, I don't know. It was just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like at the end, how they ended it, I was like, this ending doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, he gets like punched in the face and yeah. That's
like
so
the whole
weird,
movie,
dude.
he like befriends this dude and then just turns on him at the end. Like is the whole movie meant to tell you like nobody in battle rap can be trusted, or like I don't understand.
It's just dumb, yeah. It was like everything was like over characterized.
Way over the top. Like, yeah, exactly. It was way over the top. Like Disaster's character, it was like nobody, not even Disaster, acts like that in battle rap. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like you never see Disaster punch someone in the face and then like raise their arm. Like no one would be like, it just didn't make sense. Like movies should be at least a little bit, they should make sense. Like they don't necessarily have to be realistic. And I get like emphasizing certain shit because you only have so much time or whatever, blah blah. But like that ending was so weird, man.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Wasn't a fan of it at all. Yeah, wasn't a fan of it at all.
And I think Kid Twist like wrote this movie. I think. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yo, Marv 1's battling Sharon.
When's that happening?
For the next bracket. I don't know. I'm not looking it up right now. But yeah, he's battling Sharon for the next bracket.
What's the best rap battle of all time to watch? For people that have never watched a rap battle before, which one should they go look up?
Ooh, damn, man. Man, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you right now. Like, Daylight versus somebody.
I think it would have to be like an old battle because now it's like too complicated that you have to know like the backstory. It's like, pardon?
Erg versus Kid Twist, is that one?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't even remember that battle.
That was like World Dom, like 1 or 2.
That's crazy.
All I remember is the line he said, I fucked Erg's girl when Erg wasn't there. I even fucked her on his ergonomic chair.
Yeah.
I think that was Kid Twist who battled him. Sounds like something Kid Twist would say. Or somebody faced Jack Shit. Jack Shit was dope.
Yeah, Jack Shit versus OZ. Go look that up.
Oh, no, don't look that up. If you want to not ever watch another battle rap in your life and
That one's the first one that I saw was Jack Shit versus OZ. You showed it to me.
Yeah, that's when nothing was happening in the battle rap scene. That's when nothing was what it is today. They got 50,000 on the line right now. Top contender, $50,000, and you get a title shot. So whoever wins this tournament gets a title shot. But they also get 50,000 before the title shot, which is dope.
Yeah, but they're making nothing if you really think about it, because the top battle rappers are competing for 50K like that. If you're the top any other class,
yeah,
you make more money than that. Anything. If you're like the top hairstylist, you're making more money. Like being hairstylist is awesome. Like I don't know, I just picked something random. You know what I mean? Top whatever.
Yeah, no,
like
I get it. It sucks, but man, battle rappers get nothing. They're not rich, but Sharon does get money because he's like on TV
and shit. That's there are like exceptions, but you know what I mean. Like,
but
I just see like a comedian as like a better route, at least for me, because it's like, you know what I mean. It's like at least the top comedians are making fucking bank, whereas like top battle rappers, not only do you have to come up with a new set every time you do a show, but you're not even getting paid that much. It's like as a comedian, it's like you can do the same set. I've said it like so many times, you know. It's like it's so weird. It's like you want to do 10 times the work for 10 times less pay, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, true. It is like 10 times the work because like a comedian can just say a sentence. We have to like meticulously make sure it rhymes and like there's a pattern or a scheme or something within it, or you know,
it has to rhyme. Exactly.
It has to rhyme.
Or like if it doesn't rhyme, you have to say that it doesn't rhyme for a reason. They're like, you know, you expected this and I say this instead. Like sometimes you can get that, right? Where
sometimes.
But it's like you
used to get your whole rounds. Like you guys never rhymed. He was like
yeah.
You just went up there and did like spoken word, but like didn't rhyme. Like, God.
You're like,
and it sucks because like you can't ever try these things out without ruining credibility or like a battle. You know what I mean?
I think you could make it work. That'd be funny, dude. You'd be like, yo, see me on the block. I got your girl and she suck on my pizza is really good. And, you know, and then you would just keep doing that for every single one. So you would never rhyme. And it would be so funny, dude. Right?
Love it.
Mm-hmm. That's genius, bro. Nobody steal that. Copyright.
we're not going to be able to put up this podcast.
Intellectual. Yeah.
Save it all.
We gotta record another one. Yeah, it's okay.
Another one. Chapter fucking 3.
Oh shit, chapter 3.
Get intense now. Damn. This is where you meet your villain.
Oh, Dylan the villain.
Old Dylan the villain in this piece, yo. You know what it is. So welcome to my 7th layer of hell. This is where I like to hang out and do some paperwork, you know, a little pencil pusher. But no, we've been killing D&D lately, and you got killed in D&D lately. How did that go?
I killed myself in
D&D. Yeah, because nobody kills me but me.
I talked about it with Marcus too a little bit.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, so that was a wild turn of events that happened there. Mm-hmm. Unbeknownst to anybody, our ketamine fueled orc.
Okay, we don't gotta talk about the D&D game and what goes on in that shit.
Earlier today, you're like, yo, let's talk about D&D and our stories.
Yeah, but fuck, man, it's too crazy. It's too crazy to let the world know.
So, tell people what your character was.
It was a dragonborn rogue. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and I was chaotic evil, and I would just do crazy shit, and like, yeah. But it's funny because like I would always roll low at like the funniest times. Like I got drunk at the bar that one time and I tried to run away and then I roll like a 1 and you just have me like fall over the table or some shit. it's so much fun. I love that like side of it. Like when I was growing up and stuff, like you see like D&D and like all the stereotypical thing in like TV shows and movies, that it's just like super nerdy. They don't really show that it's like, it's kind of like the best board game in a way where you're like free to do whatever you want. You know, it's like playing Grand Theft Auto, but board game sense.
Yeah.
I tried to take that to the next level with my version, where I would have you guys just play yourselves and only use one dice, try to simplify it. But like,
yeah, that one
D&D is like doing it with
idea.
Characters, like with you know, so it's like it's actually really fucking cool. And like if anybody likes games like fucking Monopoly and shit, it's just like that, but more complex and better or whatever, you know what I mean?
See, it's more complex, but at the same time it's not, because it's not a game where you're using every rule all the time, right? Like, because it's like, oh, okay, there's a whole bunch of different classes, and then there's a whole bunch of different races, right? And then you look at it, you're like, oh, this is overwhelming. But you're not playing with all of them all the time. You're just picking two things, and then
yeah, you go down like a path or whatever.
Yeah, then it's like a limited amount of information that you actually need to know, because everything after that's just roll a dice and tell me what happened.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
After that, it's all free will, and you just have a paper that tells you the things that you can do.
It is still a little more complicated than I would like.
Yeah,
like if I were to
you pull out like fucking books and you're like, yeah, here, pick a character, and you're like, what the fuck?
I think there should be like a simpler version. Like it'd be cool if there was like another game that's like D&D but just way simpler, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like video games. They pretty much simplify that stuff. Yeah, they make it a lot.
No, but I mean like same as D&D where you could play with dice and shit, but you like kind of like the way I would do it, where it's like.
Well, we have like what?
We only use 1d20 or something. Go ahead, sorry.
Heroica.
Oh yeah, with the Lego, that was actually sick. You're right. That is like a simpler version. That game was dope as fuck.
That game was super dope. I still got it.
Yeah, that's
and sick. Catan. Still got Catan all day.
Catan's dope. That's like just completely different though. Yeah, we should play Catan with the boys. We should play the expansion pack with the boys one night instead of D&D.
Yeah, I'm down. Well, we can only do 4 unless you have the 2-player expansion part.
Yeah, I do the boat thing, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just another 4 people. I don't think it's the 2 extra players. Yeah. Right? Because you can get the 2 extra player like pieces.
Well, I'll ask Dan if he's got it. Shout out Max Aggression.
Shout out Max Aggression for all your mini game and tabletop needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, what? I haven't seen him in a bit, but you ran into him the other day.
Yeah.
God, this is having a
cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything specific you wanted to talk about that we haven't talked about yet?
I don't think so, bro. We just shooting the shit like every other podcast you do.
I know. I was just wondering if you had anything.
No, I've basically talked about what I wanted to talk about. Check out the channel. Check out our Teesprings, Assholes with Opinions. And if you made it this far, congratulations. Tell all your friends who said that they wanted to be on the podcast and didn't watch it to go fuck themselves.
No, I need more people on the podcast. Anybody. I'm down to have anybody on the podcast. Even it would be nice to have someone on that hates me and just yells at me. No, that'd be weird, actually. Second thought, that'd be weird.
It's been a long time coming, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hate everything about you.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I just battle someone on the podcast. We just end up rap battling.
You could schedule a battle for your podcast.
It'd be hilarious if it like happens spontaneously through. I just get. Like,
I said, yo.
Yeah, not through you. I don't know about
your whack habitat looks like that. Looks like your hair looked like you slapped back a rat.
All right, end recording now. I'm just kidding.
What do you mean? You said you wanted to get me to freestyle on the podcast tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll give you a word. Cheeseburgers.
What? I gotta do this acapella? God damn.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
I got cheeseburgers. You don't want to see me pull these burners? Yeah. You look like if I slapped you, you'd be a cheek turner. Ooh, yeah. That's a cheap squirter, like your wife is. That's the shit that I might pipe quick. Yeah. I do this all night with a trick that it don't cost me a dime. Split. What's another word? I don't know.
Adidas.
So look around. Adidas.
Yeah.
My Adidas are as neat as they need to be. My scheme is complete when I leave the scene. I don't even need to bleed. I'm a god, a deity. I'm off the top. You get tossed off the rocks as a suffering or sacrificial thing onto me, you see. That's what I meant to say.
Hoo-wee.
Something like that. Something like that. A little freestyle off of the top.
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
Off of the top.
Off the top.
Off of the
Not
top.
gets chopped off the top. Real deal. I don't know what year you said that, but Dash.
Real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So what's popping? What's new? What's happening?
Not much, man. Not much. Just been chilling. Fucking. What's a good game? You still playing Fortnite? How's the Fortnite world going on?
It's pretty cool. They now adapted Marvel for this season, so like you get to play as a bunch of Marvel characters: Thor, Wolverine, She-Hulk, Doctor Doom, Groot, a few other dudes, Mystique. Daredevil's coming in this weekend, and I heard they're gonna have a bunch for Halloween, like Knight Rider and Venom and stuff. So basically, Fortnite's gonna collide with the Marvel universe.
That's dope.
Well, which is pretty crazy. I kind of seen it coming because in like the end game, Thor's there sitting on the couch playing Fortnite. Right, so they got like a little side endorsement there, and then they did their who did they have first for the first Marvel one? The Deadpool crossover 2 seasons ago, and then they did Aquaman last season, and then this one they went full out Marvel.
You think they're gonna have Thanos come in and snap his finger and delete half of everybody's accounts?
Well, they already did Thanos in like the first one. He was like a big boss, but now this one's Galactus. Galactus is the big boss. Damn. So now I think that Galactus might be the new big boss for the next Marvel phase, like the whole next chapter of the Marvel phase.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's fucked. This is the first year there hasn't been a Marvel movie since a long time. I think since they started.
Yeah, it's been quite a minute
or something.
It's been quite a minute since they've.
That sucks, man. I love Marvel movies. Yeah, I'm a fan of Marvel movies. I think so.
I think it was before 2009.
Okay, well, Marvel movies.
Blade would have been the first one.
List.
That one's not in this cinematic universe. The MCU. You should just type in MCU movie.
Oh no, so there was none in even 2009. So it's 2010.
With what?
And onward.
What was in 2010?
2010 there was Iron Man 2. Before that was The Incredible Hulk in 2008.
Yeah, so yeah, keep going back. Because Iron Man 2 wasn't the first one.
Iron Man 2008.
The first Marvel movie was Iron Man 2.
No, I mean the consecutive year. So there was a gap in 2009 where there was no Marvel movie.
I see what you're saying.
And then so 2010 until 2019, they had at least one. They had multiple ones usually.
Yeah.
Almost always they had more than one, but they had like 2019 had 3 even. 2018 also had 3. 2017 also had 3. But like 2020, no Marvel movies. Yeah, but they got a bunch coming out for 2021. Black Widow's coming out. Shang-Chi. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And The Legend of Ten Rings. I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of that. Eternals. I've never heard of that either, actually. Another Spider-Man. That's pretty sick. And another Thor.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Thor and Doctor Strange are actually 22. Yeah.
And Doctor Strange is supposed to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
And then apparently Black Panther 2 is in 22 and Captain Marvel sequel is in 22. That's pretty crazy, but like those might get pushed back. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And stuff might get added or whatever.
Maybe we'll never see another movie.
I'm not really excited for too many of these except for Spider-Man. And Thor will actually be probably sick, but everything else.
Yeah, but maybe. Yeah. Well, that's probably because you just don't know what it is. Well, maybe you might.
Well,
like
Black Widow, I don't really care about. Like, it's like she doesn't really have any powers. It's almost just like it's gonna be like a spy movie. It won't even like, you know what I mean? Or I don't know what it's gonna be like, because it's gonna be like a prequel, right? Because she's dead now, and it's gonna be her last movie.
Okay. Mhm. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
What do you mean maybe? It's confirmed.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely confirmed. Black Widow died.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know about a few of the other movies, but I'm down to see what they do with the universe and see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Do you think they're gonna adapt movies and shit to now, like, or TV shows to have like characters wearing masks in them? Like, it was kind of trippy seeing like Westworld, bro. Did you watch season 3 of Westworld?
No.
There's like random people wearing masks and shit, and they made this like a while ago. And it's also about like kind of about like the social dilemma on Netflix. Like Westworld's like saying like the same thing where it's like a giant computer that like harvests everybody's information and like controls everything or whatever.
What was season?
That was fuck. Is that like a ghost or something, bro?
That was a trip, bro. You see that?
Yeah. On your screen, right?
Yeah, you seen that, right?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Dude, I'm tripping right now. What was that? That was crazy.
That was like a ghost or something.
We're gonna have to pause that in the
it was recording.
What
yeah.
if it wasn't there? What's it? We don't even know the timestamp. It's 12:06 a.m. What's happening right now?
I don't know how long I've been recording though. Yeah. So
oh my god!
If you want, I could just stop. We could end it on that.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm gonna hit a bong though. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Hit a bong, bro.
This is the first one on the podcast.
First person hit a bong on this podcast? Actually, I think probably, yeah. I think so. That's wild.
I needed to after that shit. Damn. What was that? I can't believe you've seen that too.
I don't know. It tripped me out though. It looked like a whole nother person or something almost.
It looked like my shit flipped and went small.
Or like fucking went into what do you call it? Yeah, negative or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm scared to see what the
recording shows.
What the recording shows up. Like, bro, that's wild. That was wild.
Damn, bro, that'll be like some fifth dimension shit.
Maybe it's an Anunnaki. Maybe it's somebody trying to tell me something.
Yeah.
Should I summon it right now? If there's some sort of spiritual being, let the lights flicker.
Man, so what do you think about Corona? Fucking, I talked about this with Marcus too.
Marquise.
It's like the numbers are like higher than they've like ever been now for Ontario, at least.
What, in like a single day?
Yeah, like they're higher than like in May even, or March even, or whenever it was the worst before.
Oh shit. I don't know. I ain't got no enough comment on it. I don't see it. I see the numbers, but I don't. Oh, look, it happened again. But I don't see it. You know, I don't see it physically out in the people. Like, I work in the service industry, and we're still busier. We're busier than ever, and then all the numbers go up, and people are scared, and like a few places have already come out and said they cooked the numbers.
Well, it is like that he shuts down like Toronto or whatever because it's mostly Toronto. If it pops up somewhere else, they shut it down, kind of deal.
Yeah, but
so Ontario is like a big place because like it's not bad in Niagara Falls, right?
No, but the thing is those Toronto people who can't go out and can't eat and can't do this thing are going to come down to Niagara or go to Mississauga or go to an area where it's not shut down.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I think they have been doing that. Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't know. It's not a topic
yeah, we don't gotta get into it, bro. Yeah, we don't gotta get into it.
We did a whole episode on assholes with opinions. So
yeah.
Check that one out if you want to.
Yeah.
You want to hear our opinions on that? Get heated, yell at each other. This is a different podcast where I hit bongs and ghosts try to talk to us. So Sab, does this podcast make you believe in ghosts now? Was this a haunting? Did we just have a haunting on
Oh
your?
shit,
Did we just have
buddy.
a haunting on the Sap Powers podcast?
Um, I always think anything is possible. I always like to just try to keep an open mind. You know what I mean? I say that I don't believe in ghosts, but I choose not to because like if ghosts are real, that sucks, man. I don't want to like ghosts watching me jerk off and shit. You know? So I choose to believe they don't exist for that reason, mostly.
Just so they don't watch you jerk off.
Yeah.
It's a good reason. I can see the logic behind it.
I don't, yeah, just like, I don't know, I like privacy. I like just the feeling of being alone, you know? And it's nice to just like go for a walk in the woods and you're like, you feel alone. But even then, you don't really feel alone because of fucking animals and shit. There's always some sort of critter and shit. But if you're like alone in your bedroom, you know, I feel alone when I'm like alone. And I like that feeling. And if there's ghosts are real, then you're like never alone. You might be chilling with some asshole. You know, maybe they're jerking off. Like I don't know what ghosts can do. It's like if ghosts are real, then it's like you have to go on this whole.
You never know what the ghost is doing in the room with you.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Um, it's just ridiculous. You know, I mean, life is already crazy enough. It's already so hard to comprehend this cosmic soup or whatever that we live in, and like all these animals and shit. You know what I mean? All this like technology and science and fucking quantum physics and like outer space and just everything is so wild that it's like I don't need ghosts, man. There's already so much cool shit.
I don't fucking need ghosts.
Yeah, I don't need magic, bro. Like you know what I mean?
What about
Dragons? I don't need aliens, but I believe aliens are definitely plausible, very plausible.
Yeah.
In fact, probable. And actually, if we're the only, if there are no aliens, that just seems like almost ridiculous, right? But the problem is that everything's so far away from each other, right? It's like as far as we know, and it's like I almost sound stupid for saying this. Like when people are like, when I'm like, can you go faster than light or whatever? People are usually like, no, like, what are you dumb? So like everything is so far away. It's like billions and billions of light years. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's like I don't think we really have. I don't know. Like and like the Pentagon or whatever already released alien shit, whatever. Like I didn't look into that because I'm an idiot. But like I guess I could right now. But like I feel like anything could be bullshit now. It's like, you know, with like just the internet, it's like I never know what to believe.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the people who made the internet did not know what its capabilities were when they flicked the switch.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it is like it is awesome.
It's
I
going to be
do
the
love
same
it.
thing with AI. Even though we've already flicked the switch, it's not going to get to the point where we go, fuck. How do we control this?
Okay, so just type in Pentagon aliens into Google.
It's a good thing to punch in.
Then I'm just to even get simpler. I'm just gonna go to images. Okay, so there's images. A lot of the same image of some sort of black, not like it's like a black disc thing with like a tail or something. It looks like, you know. Weird.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't know, man.
You don't know? You don't know what to think? You don't know what to believe?
Like, there's so much technology and, like, everything. It's, like, fucking... And, like, aliens definitely possible, bro. Like, I mean, fucking, like, it's probably likely, right? Like, I don't know. It's, like, fucking... It's weird, because, like, even, like, the different dimension thing, right? There's, like, I heard that was possibly confirmed, too. I don't know, but it's, like, anyone can just say these things, right?
Yeah, it's true. And that's why it's hard to weed out what is and what isn't.
Yeah, so I kind of just try to live and, like, change the shit that I can affect. And, like, the alien shit, it's like they're not affecting our lives. If they're here, they're obviously not killing people and shit, whatever. It still seems pretty chill. Like, I'm pretty grateful for, like, the lives that that I've had and shit, like I'm pretty free, you know what I mean? Like it's like I complain and stuff, like it could be better, but it's also like it could be a lot worse, you know what I mean? It's like the internet and shit on its own is so fucking dope. Like fucking I don't know, man. It's like I feel like someone that's like lower middle class or like poor now is like has it way better than someone like 100 years ago that was like a king or whatever, you know?
Yeah, true.
In some
Like,
ways,
yeah,
at least, you know,
well,
like
at least because like a king then does not live as good as you live.
right, exactly. Like they couldn't just take a shower whenever they want or whatever, unless like maybe they live under like a waterfall or whatever. I don't fucking know, you know. Like they have like
Yeah.
a waterfall installed in the castle. That'd be pretty sick. But like, and maybe I should say 500 years ago instead of 100 or something. But I don't know. Basically, it's like everything is getting better, and hopefully it does get better. But I am afraid of like AI and shit. Like, there's so much fear that I have for like the human race. It's like I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in like the next whatever X amount of years. Like, I feel like every year it's just gonna get. I feel like I repeat this a lot, but every year it's gonna just get more and more intense, right?
Well, yeah, man, we're just like snowball affecting right now.
Mhm.
And just the powers that be are just out of control, and it seems to have been ramping at a slow pace, you know, like every once in a while there was like a disaster, and then like school shootings became like so much more rampant, and fucking bombings and terrorist attacks, and then all of a sudden like natural disasters wiping out like cities and shit, volcanoes erupting, and then we got this year Australia's on fire to start it off, a fucking global pandemic, like cities are being burned down due to riots. It's crazy, man. So like, what's next year
Mhm.
gonna bring? Like, because with U.S. and China like neck and neck for superpower, trying to like strive, it's inevitable. China's gonna at least take over because they will.
Yeah, my buddy Dan Brennan was saying to me, he's like, everyone's like, oh, 2020 is such a shit year. Like 20, you know what I mean? 2020. Like it's gonna end when like 20, like after New Year's, it's like 2020. No, it's still gonna suck. You know?
Yeah, man. Whatever's happening is
Yeah.
still going to continue, and it's just it's snowballing. Like we had a missile, not a missile attack, but that whole explosion in Beirut, you know, and then you got like small proxy wars going on like borders of Jerusalem and stuff, and fighting over the Holy Land still, and fuck, man, like presidents cohorting with each other and secret emails and fucking pedophile elites and this, that, and the other thing going on, and it's just like, bro, you can't even talk to people anymore. Everybody's so opinionated on the internet as well. It's like you can't just chill. Nobody has a chill anymore. There is no chill. Everybody's always I gotta tell you my side of the story. I gotta tell you what's up. I gotta tell you what I think about this. It's like, can I just smoke a blunt and chill? You shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes.
Well, that's what Instagram is, right? It's just all pictures for that reason. No one
But yeah,
can
then they
say their
got quotes
opinion.
under. Then they got quotes underneath them that are like full paragraphs.
Oh, I don't use Instagram, so fuck. I thought it was only pictures. I
Nah,
didn't know they
dog.
could put quotes on. Fuck, my bad.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just
Hmm.
everybody's got an opinion, and we're all assholes. So watch the podcast.
True. Yeah.
True, yeah.
True.
But yeah, no, it's a weird time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. It's a scary time to be alive. And if you just be like us and just roll with the punches, things don't really seem that bad. Because, like, man, my perspective, I get up, I work 2 jobs still, I go about my daily business. I mask
Hmm.
up when people, like, when I'm out in public. Why? Because, like, who gives a fuck if I'm in a public spot? I'll mask up. Everybody else is doing it. If you want me to,
Yeah.
for your fucking safety, whatever. But when I'm by myself in my home with my people, live and let live, yo. Stay the fuck out of my business.
Yeah.
You got people out here calling cops on neighbors. I seen 4 cars go over there. They're having Thanksgiving dinner. You got the cops showing up because you got fucking 5 or 2 extra people at dinner.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Shit like that.
The COVID.
That's stupid.
My mom
that
was
isn't
telling me,
happening
man.
very often, hopefully.
My mom was telling me that she was at the bar the other day and the COVID police showed up because 4 guys who always go to the bar together were sitting at sitting at the end of the bar conversing with their masks off, and somebody called the cops on them, bro.
But if you're sitting down, you're allowed to have your mask off, right?
Somebody called the cops on them regardless because they weren't wearing their masks and they weren't at a booth. They were just at the bar with their masks off talking.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's people who just can't live and let live, dog. Like,
yeah, it is like seeming like they're giving like the Karens more power even and shit, you know, like the people that are gonna freak out.
Yeah, and it sucks because this small, tiny little freak out voice is so amplified that it scares everybody into submission, where now our politicians listen to them and they make decisions. So like restaurants get shut down, gyms get shut down, all this shit gets shut down because this small little voice of concerned citizens who just follow whatever you tell them. If you told them don't wear a mask tomorrow, the government said take it off. It's been killing you the whole time. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do whatever the fuck you tell them to do. They're gonna call the cops. They're gonna call the cops on their neighbors. They're gonna report you. They're gonna do whatever they need to.
We all would take the mask off if the government said that tomorrow. Yeah, it's like, imagine they were like, this is kind of what I'm afraid of, even that's a possibility, right? So it's like I said the same thing to Marcus.
Test over.
Where it's like, what if because of all this extra sanitization, all this extra whatever, then like especially the kills 99.9% germs, right? Then you end up with a superbug, right? It's already been talked about a lot, like the superbug thing. So is that a possibility that like the next thing after coronavirus is going to be super crazy, and because we were all distancing from each other, nobody's getting sick, then this superbug's going to come in and it's going to be like way worse. It's going to wipe out tons of people in like a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't know. What do you think?
That could be plausible, but isn't it funny that like the percentage of germs that disinfectant kills is also the survival rate of corona?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's like 98%.
99.9 or whatever?
Yeah, that was a joke I was making. You look at you go, Mr. Comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, definitely. Like, you gotta look. They just uncovered like 25 or 30 sarcophaguses out in Egypt, and they're like opening it in front of a bunch of people who weren't wearing masks and stuff. And it's like, bro, that's a dead body in there. Like,
do you think there's diseases that survive like fucking millions of years? Well, not millions, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, bro, 100%. They could just be feeding off of whatever's on the inside of the sarcophagi. It could.
Bro, there's no fucking virus in there, dude. Come on,
I'm not saying that there is, but I'm saying you don't know what's in that coffin. That guy could have been sick and died of something, right? Or whatever. But there is like diseases that are trapped in the ice, apparently.
Maybe, yeah. I believe that. I believe in the ice more likely than in a mummy for some reason.
Or underground, just
I don't know. It just seems like dry. You know, it seems too dry for anything to survive.
You have to understand, these have been underground, surrounded by dirt and living organisms.
True.
So it's not just dry.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when like they came out, this man had like ceremonial headdress on, and like apparently there was like 3 books in there too, and like they're deciphering them and stuff right now. So
that's wild,
pretty cool. Bro. Yeah, it was a huge discovery just happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook about it, but it's like you see crazy shit on Facebook all the time now. It's just like, it's like feel like I'm being overwhelmed with crazy shit all the time. Like
yeah, and if you sit and then if you go outside and look around, it's like, well,
nothing's happening. Right yeah. I mean, like, but the world's such like it's big and small at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like anything.
But the hyperactiveness of the internet allows for crazy information, and we're humans. We thrive off this. It just gives a dopamine effect and releases more. And then you sit there scrolling like, what other crazy stuff happened today? And then other people who see crazy stuff are so inclined to just keep filming crazy stuff and posting it because they get the adrenaline rush of look at all these people watching my crazy videos. And it's just like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then at the end of the day, you're like, well, my life sucks because we don't have bombs blowing up beside us and Trump's not my president talking crazy shit. And we're not having civil wars. You know, you're just like, I'm just out here.
I'm grateful that my life is really chill.
100%. Me too.
Yeah.
But it's just the people on the daily grind. It's just what it does. You don't even know that it happens to you, and you're just sitting there scrolling, and you're like, "Oh, like fuck, what?"
Yeah, it's fucked, man. There's a lot of talented people out there too. It's like it's weird seeing all this shit like that you fucking never even thought about or imagined. People doing it, and it's like, yeah, it is so mesmerizing, and then it's like you just waste your whole day when you could be learning stuff or like doing your own kind of productive shit. Yeah, but there's like so much entertainment that there's like that's why I feel kind of bad even trying to make more entertainment for people to watch when there's like endless movies, that endless music. It feels like everything.
Yeah, especially music, man. The music world is oversaturated. Like it's gone, bro. It's so much that you just gotta like pick your stuff and listen to it. Because if not, there's so much out there that if you kept just listening to new music, it'll never happen. You'll never finish. You'll never stop.
Yeah, you only have so much time in the day. Like 24 hours actually isn't that long,
No,
in a year, it's 365 days isn't really that many days, It's like your life isn't really that long when you break it down. It's like it's crazy. Even like, and then it's like funny to think of like all the shit that you wasted, like all the stupid days I wasted just playing stupid ass video games and shit. You know what I mean? Especially as a kid, like fucking that I could have been like out like, and it's like all my memories and stuff, all my best memories. It's not like, oh man, remember that one time that like I beat that level? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like my memories are like with my friends and like doing actual shit, right? It's like that's the shit I remember from being a kid is like actually interacting with other humans. Those are and like good and bad memories, right? And then like I remember playing video games, but like I don't have like, yo, remember this awesome time like beating this,
or
whatever.
No. You only have those times when you're talking about the video game. There's like, oh yeah, man, I used to play that all the time with so and so, and that's the memory of you being with so and so playing the game, not like beating it or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. And don't ever put a number on my lifespan ever again and make me critically think about it.
Yo, sorry,
I'm like sitting here, I'm like 40 times 365. How many more days do I have left?
I don't know, maybe like 10,000, maybe 100,000, maybe one day, you don't know. Maybe 0 days. You never know, buddy. It's a crazy thing. It's like, that's why like the shit.
And then what? And then what? And then what happens? And then what? What happens? Do you just, it was all for nothing? Was it all a test? Is it all a dream? Is it all a simulation? Do you get unplugged? I'm being a cyborg, bro. Rocket launcher arms and fucking rock hard dicks all day. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to live long enough to be a cyborg. I don't want to say goodbye to this life because I'm afraid that it is like nothing. Like, I don't think there's like going to be another Sebastian or Sad Powers like chilling in heaven for eternity, like doing what, like comedy. That just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, if you think about it,
bro. If you watch everything else in like dying, you're like, no, they don't have gods. They're just all like free will, and it's like, then how can you say you do?
Right.
How can you say that we have an afterlife and they don't? They're the exact same organic matter we are. Like,
I kind of think I'd rather believe in like maybe some sort of like reincarnation or maybe something like that rather than like, because like if you were to live forever in like heaven, it would eventually become boring, you know what I mean? Like anything like that would become hell. So it's like, and like the whole good and bad thing is like, everything is so complicated and shit. It's like, man, life is just so, it's so like beautiful and weird and just, it's awesome and just thankful, man. It's sick that it's like Thanksgiving. We're getting like deep into this shit.
Yeah, boy. Thanks be to you for, being the homie forever, my dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you the man.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah, it's been a good one, man. It's been a good Thanksgiving. I had some great dinner. What about you? Did you have two dinners? You have one dinner? How many dinners did you have?
Turkey and shit. Well, the one night I didn't eat dinner with my family because I went and worked at Hot Manor and did the first shift there,
Nice,
just
nice.
scaring people. It
Just
was
scare
dope.
anybody? Scare lots of people?
Yeah.
You get them good? You got your bark back?
Yeah, I yelled and stuff too much, probably. Yeah, it was, the first night you always go too hard.
Too hard in the paint, eh?
Yeah.
You gotta find the level of scare there.
Well, yeah, just like the level, like to exert yourself to not wear yourself out within the first hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm screaming, running at people. Like I still stay 6 feet away, and I'm wearing like the mask and shit. They got like masks, man, or masks or whatever.
Oh,
Um,
I thought they were gonna have a mask in a mask.
well, they did my face like makeup, but just from there up or whatever, cause like they got the mask.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool. Are they like they're like designs on the masks?
well, people had like masks that they would wear over top with designs and shit on them, but mine was just black, I think. Um,
Oh, that's alright.
but I could wear something else like cause people brought their like ski masks and shit or whatever.
Yeah, well,
Like
I
those
like.
ones that have like skulls and shit or whatever
Yeah,
on them.
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say I got one of those. I got a Darth Maul
that's
one. I have
dope.
a Spawn one. I have a random orc.
Mhm.
I have Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah, man.
That's
Still, I
wild.
actually put it on for my next unboxing video because it's all Rick and Morty stuff. I got
That's
another
sick.
6 more that I grabbed that I got to do an unboxing for, and the sell pile keeps growing. It's good
Mhm.
stuff, man. It's good stuff. I love pop figures, so it was like, why not? And then I got other pop figure like channels coming in and commenting on my stuff now too, so that's pretty cool.
That is pretty sick, actually. Um, I do like your pop figure shit. I think you still got to do a whole collection one day, and
Unbox all of them.
you don't have to unbox all of them necessarily, but you just have to show all your pops in one video. You just if you want an example of how to do it, just look up full collection pop figure or something and like watch 30 seconds of somebody's video
Yeah,
and
my
see what
buddy's
they're
got a
doing.
crazy collection. His is worth like 10 grand or something.
Yeah, so it's like you could still show them in the boxes, even on the shelves or whatever, probably, but just show your whole collection because a lot of people would just be interested in seeing every single pop that you have, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
in one
this is
video.
true. This
Hmm.
is true. Yeah, man, I should do that. I'll do one of those after I unbox these 6, and then I'll do a whole collection one.
So,
Yeah, and then we'll do one. Maybe I'll pick a day for
or
it,
do you know what you should
and then
actually
I'll
do,
do another one the
probably?
next year on the
Yeah,
same
do it at
day.
the end of the year. So wait until like December.
Or no, I'll do it
And
January 1st every year.
no, I'd say do it at the end of the year.
December 31st.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
It's a good idea. And then do it at the end of next year. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Good idea. Don't we
yeah,
take
buddy.
our ideas? This is the great idea. This is the great ideas podcast.
Yeah, we've been talking forever, I think. Like I don't know how
Yeah,
long it's been.
it's been a
But
minute.
is
Yeah.
there anything you want to say before I go for a cigarette?
No, just check out the podcast. Check me out, Big Dubs, on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, whatever you do. Follow me at Big Dubs on Twitter, at Big Dubs on YouTube, at Big Dubs 905 on Instagram. And I got tons of music that comes out. I got tons of videos that come out. I release tons of content. Weekly Words is starting in 2021. January 1st, as it is the first Friday of the year, which is no better day to start on that. So Free Flow Friday is coming back. And it's going to be a step up because we are going to be doing it at the Upper Space. Shout out to the Upper Space. Make sure you check out Sab's channel. Make sure you watch all of his ukulele stuff. If you are local, head out to Showtime every Thursday where you can check some of the greatest comedians in our city. out that always go through there. They're always up there killing it. Sab's up there. He's been up there every week. They got great guys. Adam Wickens, Levi Mann, David Green, just some off the top of my head. Some of my favorite people that I love to see. Bro, 100 episodes. Yeah, buddy. You already got more on lock.
Yeah, buddy.
You're gonna kill it. You're doing great.
Thanks, man.
Don't give it up. Like, I love this shit. I've been waiting. Sorry that it took so long. For all y'all who didn't know, this is the second time we did it. The first one's in the vault. We got way too political.
Yeah, we can't talk about politics.
We didn't touch on any of that this time.
Don't get into it now, bro. We're doing so good.
We closed the podcast. Sam just closed it. He's like, all right, I'll talk to you later. We just didn't talk for like 2 days. It was wild. It was the hardest 2 days of my life. I didn't know what was going on.
All right, you're exaggerating, bro.
Yeah, love.
Love you, buddies.
Peace.